Thank you, NRA. Thank you. Woo! I feel like I'm at home. This feels good. Chris Cox, thank you so much for the introduction and NRA leadership. Man, I don't know what we would do without you today. Are you ready to restart your engine here at Indy? I am so glad NRA has chosen Indianapolis for this convention, for this conference. It's going to fire us up. Now, yes, NRA leadership is needed now more than ever, and you all are needed now more than ever, because every day we are seeing more and more efforts to strip away our Second Amendment rights. And our founders knew that our inherent right to defend life and property and freedom, it had to be enshrined. It was enshrined in America's most perfect blueprint to form a more perfect union, of course, our Constitution. So it was enshrined. And they knew that if the Second Amendment goes, the rest of the Constitution is not far behind. They are trying, though. You know who they are. Look, if you control oil, you control an economy. If you control money, you control commerce. But if you control arms, you control the people, and that is what they're trying. So let us learn from our founders. Like, well, remember back in the day, the colonists, when they stood in line to register their muskets? Me either, because they didn't. They are trying. Attorney General Eric Holder recently, he reveals this idea to have government have gun owners wear bracelets, special bracelets that would identify you as a gun owner. Well, hey Holder, you don't want to go there, buddy. Because, well, my identifying bracelets, I'm usually wearing these. Mine are, well, one says, "Don't tread on me." And that's to honor you, all of you, with the clear thinking and the heart and the guts to stand and fight for what is right. Because, see, they don't know what is right. Not when, here's some examples, not when that evil Muslim terrorist, Major Hassan, massacres his fellow U.S. military soldiers at Fort Hood, his Allah Akbar praising jihad. They call that workplace violence. What? Calling that devil a disgruntled employee. And they call us the terrorists? Well, they don't get it right either when they get to be protected by guns. You know, our congressmen are, our president is, anti-gun mayors and celebrities are, our banks, our airports, our jewelry stores, protected by guns. But our children, they're protected by a thin tin sign that reads, "Gun-free zone." Yeah, like that'll stop the bad guy. That is stupid on steroids. Speaking of which, Joe Biden, remember this, he telling women before an assault, just fire a warning shot till the cops show up. Just aim up in the air. That was his directive, his advice. Well, fine, Joe Squirt Gun. If your rapist is a bird, gals, you know that nowadays ammo's expensive. Don't waste a bullet on a warning shot. And I love our police, I do, but they can't be everywhere. So, you know, maybe our kids could be defended against criminals on the spot if more mama grizzlies carried. And Obama administration wants you ID'd for that. Well, then go ahead and just carry a sign too. A sign that says, yeah, I carry a gun because a cop is too heavy. Aren't they something, though? Aren't they something? Blaming that chunk of steel, you know, the weapon itself for the crime committed. They even blame sporting goods stores that sell arms, accusing them of being an accomplice. Gun stores are an accomplice to crime, and that fork made me fat. And it's not just the Second Amendment that they're attacking. It's foundational values and tradition. They are not right when they preach tolerance and free speech. So when a kid at school is cussing away like any character in any Tarantino movie, no one bats an eye. Ooh, but a kid saying a prayer in school, those hypocrites lose their minds. Now, I do have to apologize for that. I am sorry. Not all intolerant, anti-freedom, leftist liberals are hypocrites. I'm kidding. Yes, they are. And they are not right with policies that poke our allies in the eye and coddle adversaries instead of putting the fear of God in our enemies. Come on, enemies who would utterly annihilate America. They who'd obviously have information on plots, say to carry out jihad. Oh, but you can't offend them, can't make them feel uncomfortable, not even a smidgen. Well, if I were in charge, they would know that waterboarding is how we baptize terrorists. Thank God, though, more and more Americans are waking up to the hypocrisy and to the lack of common sense and some of the nefarious intent of them in Washington. And there is an awakening all across this great land. It's building against this assault on our rights, our values, our tradition. It's like these tectonic plates, you know, that are shifting and grinding right before a big earthquake. See, our patience is running thin. It's being teased and tempted by some intellectual elite in some far distant capital wanting us to abandon even the idea of the American Revolution. And as Reagan said, concede our capacity for self-governance and confess that they can run our lives better than we can run them ourselves. They being hell-bent on radically changing, transforming this most exceptional nation on earth. I've said it before, we don't need a fundamental transformation of America. We need a fundamental restoration of America, all that is good and free and safe and secure. So this is all about don't tread on me, government, and it all can change at the ballot box. Do you know why those clownish little kumbaya humming fairy tale inhaling liberals want to be tough all of a sudden and control your guns? It's because guys like Al Franken and Harry Reid, they are not satisfied with just taking your money and your job and your truck and your property and your rights and your health care. They don't want to just stop at that. But by the way, a couple of months ago, there were 30 times as many Americans who registered for a gun license than registered for Obamacare. Those Democrats trying to get all Pelosi on you, and you're not going to have it. No, but this awakening, it harkens back to our beginning. Our founding patriots, they were targeted by an out-of-control government, and they were spied upon, and they were taxed excessively and punished for producing. So they did something about it, and you all know how that turned out. So yeah, about those bracelets, buddy, my other one, it honors our military. A young Gold Star wife gave me her young husband's name. He, a true hero, killed in action, Afghanistan. He and his family paid the ultimate price for our freedom, and I'll never forget, nor ever disrespect our finest with slashed numbers and benefits and budgets. And Mr. Obama, for shame, is this how you thank them? Friends, they have protected our freedom. It's like my son's bumper sticker on his truck. If you love freedom, thank a vet. We honor those who have served and serve. And we so honor those who will never feel their homeland beneath their feet again. And we salute those Gold Star families. And finally, this bracelet, it celebrates 1791. Bill of Rights, ratified that year. And it's why we're here, to celebrate and confirm that solemn oath to liberty, to celebrate family and faith and freedom, knowing that, yeah, God shed his grace on thee, America. So stand and fight for her children's future, for freedom. And, buddy, yeah, you can have these bracelets when you pry them past my cold, dead hands. Thank you, NRA, for having the heart, the passion, the guts to fight for what is right, for standing and fighting for America. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you, guys.